attention. One time for the misfits. Through the doors open on the highway. I promise you don't want to miss this. They say the good die young, but this is gonna be a long one. I'm brushing the dust off, took the high road for the trust fall, and I'm feeling unlimited. Starting up finishing. Yeah, how can I stop? I'm feeling unlimited. Yeah. They don't know.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh. This is Native Nomads, and today we're going to be talking about one product in particular that if you have ever built a van, you know exactly how big of a pain in the butt your foam blocks can be on your B-pillars of your Sprinter van. Stay tuned. Okay, so before we get started, I want to thank AdventureRigShop.com for sponsoring today's video and pretty much every video here on the channel. If you have an adventure rig of any kind, whether it is a Sprinter, an Outback Wilderness, whatever you're here for, go to AdventureRigShop.com and check out all the products that are available on the site for you to purchase. Everything van related, Outback Wilderness related, interior, cabinetry, all of that is there. And thank you to Adventure Rig Shop. Now, the one thing, if you've ever built a van, and let's back up. If you've never built a van before, then I want you to listen to this more importantly. If you have already built your van and you're watching this video now, you're going to be a little bit upset, just like I am, because of the work that you have to undo to get your van exactly where you want it. The product that we're talking about and the pinch point for so many people who DIY their van and even professional builders are the foam blocks that are situated right up here, right above your B-pillar, on either side, passenger and driver. Those B-pillar foam blocks are absolutely hideous. So many awesome van companies have done everything that they could possibly do to make them less heinous, but they're still ugly. And even if you upholster them, they do upholster okay. It's not easy to upholster them. That's why we left ours just the way they are. They're hideous, but they just stick out and they protrude. But if you take them away, you have a bunch of space in your B-pillar that looks absolutely terrible. You just have a big hole that goes down this plastic column right here, and it's just open. And you can see it from the second you walk into the van. So if you're like me and you're DIYing your van, this is honestly one of the things that you come to last, because you take your foam blocks out, probably one of the very first things you do as you're removing all of your trim pieces and you're taking everything out and you're disassembling your van. And if you've never disassembled a van, I have a video. I'll put it in one of these corners. It's how to demo your van. And it's just a very simple walkthrough of the things that you need to do first and the order in which you should probably do them if you are going to be demoing your van. Well, you take these foam blocks and you get rid of them. You take all this plastic stuff off, you're taking stuff off, your seats are coming out, you know, all the panels off the walls. If you had panels on your walls when you purchased your Sprinter, all of that's coming out. So then you completely rebuild your van. Everything is done and you're to that final step. My favorite step, actually, is putting everything back together. And when you get to the point to where you're putting everything back together, the last thing you think about is how are these foam blocks going to work with my upholstered wall panels, with this plastic B-pillar piece? How's all that going to tie in? Well, finally, somebody has came up with a solution that can make your van build look absolutely 100% professional, even if you've never done this before. And that's what we're about to talk about now. This is it. And I'm hoping you can see this pretty well. But this is it. It's an injection molded piece of ABS plastic that is paintable, it's upholsterable, and it fits inside the notch of your B-pillar trim piece absolutely perfect. Now, this one that you're looking at right now, and I'm trying to keep everything on camera, so I apologize, but this is the driver's side. You can purchase the kit on AdventureRigShop.com. You can purchase this piece and that piece and the over slider piece. So over the slider is another spot. Right now, I have not put these on yet, but I do plan on putting them on, and I'm going to show you putting them on probably while I'm talking, so you don't have to look at me talk the entire time. But these pieces that cover and completely remove the need for you to have your foam blocks in that ugly space over the slider door is completely covered now with a paintable and upholsterable, or leave it exactly how it is. It's a little bit shiny right now. I don't care. It's 10 times, 100 times better than this foam block. And the simple part is there is really no installation. You take your foam block out. Once your foam block is taken out, you immediately kick it out of the door into a trash can or a burn pile, whatever gives you joy. I'm going to throw it in a burn pile. And then you take this plastic piece and you pop it in. There's a little tab right here. This lines up with one of your cross members that run through the van. You put a self-tapper in there. Now the self-tapper, with my kit, I did not receive a self-tapper, any self-tappers at all. And that's fine, not a big deal. I'm just saying, I did not receive them. I'm not sure if you receive them on every single order, but these, just get a self-tapper and you tap it in. You just tap it in, happy, tap it in. That's it. And you put that up there, and now you are completely done, and you have a completely finished look. And it goes seamlessly. Now, the only problem that is, it's a problem if you think it's a problem, I could care less, is if you notice, I don't know if you can notice very well, let me put it back here, the two plastics are different. So you can spray this with a matte type of plastic, a matte type of spray paint to match this better. That may be something you want to do just to get a more a look that matches, because otherwise you're going to be able to tell that this is a completely different piece than this. But if these look the exact same, Mercedes-Benz USA, Mercedes-Benz period, you should be buying these by the thousands, hundreds of thousands probably, depending on how many vans you guys build. I'm sure it's a lot of vans that you sell. And putting these in and removing those foam blocks, they cannot cost too much more, but they make your van look absolutely beautiful. Now, one question that I had when I was thinking about purchasing these absolutely amazing pieces of engineering was, is it going to work with my current ceiling? So my current ceiling is from Surge Supply. Surg Supply. It is a unfinished natural bamboo. Everything I have in here is unfinished natural bamboo. You can get that ceiling kit or a whole build kit with the link in the description for Adventure Rig Shop. They carry all of these things, but it will not fit with my ceiling as it currently sits. So what I've had to do is I've had to order 2 rows, the outer 2 rows, on either side, because they have to be cut differently and cut to different lengths to work with these trim kits, because the foam blocks stick out a lot more than these trim pieces do, because the foam blocks are huge and heinous, and these are nice and sleek and a well-rounded professional look. So you will have to modify your ceiling based upon that. Now, if you do buy a ceiling kit from AdventureRigShop.com, simply put in the notes, I'm also buying the B-pillar transition kit from Go Code Overland, and that will solve your problem. The panels will come specifically cut to the length that you desire. That way, everything that you have will line up and fit seamlessly, as well as the overslider. The overslider is just a long piece of the very same plastic, the ABS injection molded plastic, and it goes the whole length of your slider door, covers that whole ugly piece that's pretty much impossible to do away with unless you have something like this, and then it's completely covered and it looks great. So all of your ceilings will have to be dictated really by this product from Go Code Overland. So that is everything that you need to know. Now, I'm not sure if there's going to be more questions. There probably will be. These are shipping right now. You could probably have it within 72 hours, depending on what time of the day you order. So if you're interested in something like this, go check the website. They are in stock right now. I don't know how long they will be in stock for, because this is literally the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen, and it takes your van from your average DIY van to a true professional grade looking build. That is one thing that we love about our van, is if you step inside of our van, there have been up until this point, and there still are a couple of small spots where you would question if somebody did this themselves or a professional van company built this van. And I think it's very attainable for anybody with an average amount of carpentry skills can do this. There are modifications that need to be made to some components, and not everything goes in absolutely perfect, but that's just life, and nothing works perfectly every single time. But if you're looking to build a van, this is a Surge Supply, the link is in the description, is a great place to start, because it really takes the guesswork, all of the fine measurements that you may not be able to do, takes all that away, and then you introduce awesome things like this, and it really gets me jacked up. So I appreciate you guys for watching today. I am going to finish getting all of this prepped and installed and done, wait for my ceiling to come in so I can put the new ceiling panels in. But I am over the moon with this. It is an absolutely fantastic product. It will take your van build from zero to hero in no time. Thanks for watching.